So this is another European computer driving license walking talking mock. This time we're looking at the presentation skills unit, the PowerPoint exam. The one I'm referring to is one from a few years ago, the one about apples. Okay, to start off with, so open the file apple.varieties from your candidate drive. So what you need to do, not sure what's going on there. Okay, I already had it open. The next one is I want you to save it as an Rtf file, so to remove all of the kind of formatting and just save the rich text. So to do that you just need to go File, Save As, and it wants you to just keep the same file name but change the format. So find Rtf from the list down here, so an outline, and then just press Save. Okay, the next one, now it wants you to open Apple Pips and save it as Apple Marketing. Okay, so the Apple Pips file is here, and then once that's open I'm just going to go to File, Save As, and call it Apple Marketing. What's it now doing? So it wants you to zoom in to 65% and change slide 1 to a title slide. Oops, so I'm going to close the Apple Varieties one because I no longer need it. It wants me to, what was it, zoom in to 65%, so just change this. Ooh, so here we're limited because using the zoom down here it's quite tricky. It's kind of, if I use the arrows it's jumping by 10. So another way that might be better to do this is to go to View and click Zoom, and then you can specify by typing in, so change it to 65. The other thing it required me to do is change the layout of the first slide to a title slide, so it's currently blank. I want to change it to a title slide like this. Okay, so the subtitle should be Apple Marketing Board. So I'm just going to click the subtitle box, Apple Marketing Board, and then I want you to save. So Control and S is the keyboard shortcut for save. So I want you to open the theme file flow.thmx and save it to your candidate drive. I've already got that, and apply the theme to the presentation. So I'm going to go to Design. Instead of themes, I'm going to go down to the bottom and I'm going to click browse for themes, and then I need to navigate to where the files are stored. So it's here. So your candidate drive will be a lot more kind of straightforward to find than this. So we're in PowerPoint Mock 1. Okay, so here's the file that's requested. So I've double clicked it and I've just applied it to all of the things. So now I'm going to save all of the slides, sorry. Okay, so now it wants to open the image file, red apple JPEG, and insert it once into the bottom left of the presentation so it will appear on all slides in the presentation. So this is a really key point. If you get anything that says appear on all slides, then what this requires you to do is to edit the master slide. Okay, so to get to the master slide, you need to go to View and then click Slide Master. And what this basically does is it allows you to edit the kind of basic template for the presentation. So if something needs to go on all slides, then this is what you should be doing. So insert it once into the bottom left of the presentation so it will appear on all slides. So what I'm going to do is just get the image and find it, so picture. And again, need to navigate to the candidate drive. Okay, here's the file. So I'm going to get in and I'm going to drop it in the bottom left, just down here. That's what it says, right? Yeah, bottom left. And we can see now it's automatically gone on all of the different slides. Okay. So once that's done, we can go out of Slide Master and click Close Master View, and now we should see that the apple is on every slide. Okay, it's a lot more efficient to kind of do it like this. So slide 2, apple, so we need to add a shape with the name Carl Kent and title Assistant Accountant below John Brown. Okay, so below John Brown. So the way to do these things is you need to, it's called an organization chart. So you edit the text here, so we click and enter. Oops, so now I'm on the same sub-level, the same level, but we want a sub-level below. So what I've done to do this is I've just pressed Tab, and this makes a branch come out of the bottom of John Brown. This is where Carl Kent needs to go, and what Carl Kent is the assistant accountant. Okay, so slide 2, add a presenter note. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. Presenter notes just go at the bottom. So these are what you read when you're giving the presentation. Slide 3, so I want the font size to 44. So I'm just going to select this, just the same as you do in Word, and change it to 44-point font. So slide 3, left align the bulleted text. So at the moment it's center aligned, so I'm just going to switch that to left aligned. Slide 4, green apples apply a shadow to the bullet text Granny Smith. So on slide 4 we've got bullet text Granny Smith, and it wants us to apply a shadow. So to apply a shadow to a font, you need to right click and go into the font menu, and then what we're looking for, font color, more colors. It's going to take me a second to remember where this goes. Okay, maybe it's not in the font menu. Let's have a look. Can we go to format text effects? That's what we were looking for. Okay, and what we're looking for is shadow. And does it specify the type of shadow? Okay, just a shadow, so any shadow. So let's choose a preset, something like this, and then close. Now we can see that it's very subtle, but the text Granny Smith has a shadow behind it. Okay, slide 4, the green and grey apple image show that it is 11 centimeters high and 8.68 wide. Okay, so we're talking about this image. To change the size, you need to right click, go to size and position, and what was it? So 11 centimeters high, like this. 11 centimeters high and 8.68. Whoops, ooh, I've just done something by accident. Just going to go back into that and change this to 8.68. Okay, press close, and then it should have done. Good. Slide 6, so enter the following bullet point text, jams and jellies. So on slide 6, so in here it wants me to put jams and jellies and classic pies and crumbles and sauce for meats dash goose and pork. Next one is, without moving any of the objects, bring the pie drawn object to the front of the jam and sauce drawn object. So at the moment it's behind, so to do this you need to use order. So we're simply saying bring to front, like that. So right click and bring to front. Slide 7, when buying apples, change the font colour. On slide 7, titled When Buying Apples, change the font colour for the bullet point text to a colour of your choice. So slide 7, the bullet point text, the font colour, I'm going to make it green. So I'm just going to choose from here. Slide 7, flip the arrow vertically. So again, slide 7, so what I can do is just, how do I do this? Go to format rather. I'm looking for rotate and change it to flip vertical like that. Insert a new slide immediately after slide 7 with a title and content slide layout. So slide immediately after slide 7, insert, new slide and title and content. So that's after slide 7. Add the title Apple Production Statistics. Apple Production Statistics. Next bit, so it wants you to create a pie chart from the data below. So in order to create a pie chart, what you have to click is Insert Chart, and then we're going to choose Pie Chart from the menu. And what it actually does now is it opens up Excel, and then the data in the spreadsheet that you're given affects the chart that you're using in PowerPoint. So it wants you to put in that data into Excel. So the second column is Apple Production. And production, pie jam sauce juice, pie jam sauce juice, and 10, 25, 10, 55, and then all you have to do is press save. No, all you have to do is just close. Okay, and then we can see that the labels have been applied and it's used the data that I just typed into the spreadsheet. So it wants you to format the data labels to display the relevant percentage for each pie and chart slice. Position each percentage label outside the pie chart and save. So to do this I need to click Add Data Labels, And now I'm going to format data labels, and I'm going to tick the percentage box to make sure it displays a percentage. Okay, slide 8, add a text box directly below the pie chart with the text, most apples make juice. So just go to insert, and we've got text box. Now I'm just going to type in most apples make juice. On slide 10, titled Apple Nutrition, so change the space after each paragraph to 6 points. Slide 10, Apple Nutrition. So again, we're just going to select, right click, go to paragraph, so after, it wants to change it to 6 points, like this. Move to slide 5, title finally, so slide 5 says finally, obviously that should go at the end. Whoops, that's an accident. So I'm just dragging it down until it becomes the last slide in the presentation. Switch them around a little bit. Slide transition effect of your choice between all slides except the default things. So if I go to transitions, and I'm just going to select all of the slides, go to transitions, I'm just going to select this one. So now when I run the presentation in between, for some reason that didn't work. Let's have a look. Transitions. Click this one, and then let's click apply to all. Okay, so now each slide has a transition going into it. Where are we? Okay, add your candidate identification number to the footer of all slides. So remember, what did we say? When it refers to all slides, what it wants you to be doing is looking at the master slide. Okay. So back to the slide master, you can see the footer is down here. So for example, if your candidate number is 1, 2, 3, 4, you would type that into the footer down here. And this saves you time because now it's going to go on every page. Oops, I'm just going to put down 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And now when we close master view, it should have gone on all of the pages. Slide master, close master view. Okay, so you can't actually see the footer on the slides, but the person will check in master view whether it's there or not. So now it wants you to finish with this one, so once you save, I'm going to close it. And the next file needed is apple trees. And what it wants us to do is copy the cut apple picture and paste it into the bottom right corner of slide 6. Oops, so I just closed it, but it doesn't actually want me to do that. Once it's still open. So it wants me to copy, so not cut. So I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut, Control and C, and then it wants me to paste it into the bottom right hand corner of slide 6. Was that right? Slide 6. The bottom right hand corner of slide 6. So I'm going to pop it down here. And getting there, so delete slide 8, cooking with apples, so I'm going to delete that slide. Spell check, again, just same in word review, spelling. So Alan's is a proper name, so we're going to ignore. Free is a spelling mistake, so we're going to change that. Fruit is a spelling mistake, so we're going to change that. Okay? So hopefully all of those, yeah, proper names, so that should be fine. I want you to hide slide 4 now. So we're going to this one, just going to right click, and we're going to go to hide slide. And the last one is print a copy, ready for distribution, 6 slides to a page to an output printer. So Control and P, same as Word, and it wants me to make it so there's 6 slides. Does it specify where the horizontal? No, just 6 slides per page, and then you would hit print. Okay, so what this was a walking talking mock of the presentation ECDL mock exam. It's taking you through several different things. Most important thing is how to use the master slide. Let me just go through that again. So view, slide master. Anytime it asks you to make changes to all of the slides in the presentation, this is what you need to be editing.